Welcome to online learning prepared by foreign teachers in grades. Welcome to online learning prepared by foreign teachers in grade 6, Anuban Chunbury School. This video recording is for educational purposes only. Okay, wait, give me a minute. Okay. So my name is Teacher Edward, and I will be your speaker for this afternoon. Okay. Before we're going to start our new lesson, I want you to have a short review on what we've studied last time. Okay. So what did we study last time? I think I let you copy some of the items on how we can take care of our digestive system. Am I right? Do you have your copy there?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
How many ways or items I let you copy there in your notebook?
9.
9. Perfect. So here, let's have some of them. Let's review some of them. The first one here is wash our hands. Okay, this is very important. Why? Because the germs, okay, if we will not wash our hands, the germs, bacteria, fungi, and all of that will come into our hands, and when we touch the food with germs in our hands, then the food will be what's this? The germs will go to the food, and it is very uh, dangerous for our digestive system. It is unhealthy. Okay, so that is number one, very important. The second one is cook food fully. Okay, which means if you are cooking meat, especially meat, we need to make sure that it is cooked fully. Okay, and for fruits and vegetables, make sure that before eating them, we wash them carefully. Okay. The third one is exercise regularly. Follow regular eating schedule. If you have, you need to follow it regularly. You know, we need to eat on time daily. Next word is, or the next item is chew our food more. Okay, so we need to chew maybe 10 seconds before we swallow our food so that it will make the digestion easier. And here, eat a high fiber diet. Okay, so eating a high fiber diet, fiber, as what we've known already, is from fruits and vegetables, right? So there are a few items that I didn't put here as the review. Anyway, you have it there in your notebook, right? So let's proceed to the vocabulary that we learned. Okay, these are the vocabularies that we learned last time. We have germ, chew, convert, nitrites, requirement. And the last one is undigested. Okay, so those are the words that we studied last time. Now, our lesson for this afternoon is very simple, very basic, but I'm sure you will refresh your ideas about these states of matter if you already knew them. And I will provide some new information for all of us this afternoon. Okay, so here, there are subtopics that we will be learning for this afternoon. What is matter? Okay. What are the 3 states of matter? Changing states of matter, and the properties of matter. So these 4 subtopics are will be part of our discussion this afternoon. Are you ready? Before we're going to proceed to our lesson, I want you to watch this or listen to this warm-up song. Okay, so for us to understand better what will be our topic this afternoon. Okay.
All right, everybody, are you ready for the Three States of Matter song? Here we go. Solid, liquid, and gas. Three states of matter, they all have mass. Solid, liquid, and gas, they all have mass. Oh yeah. A solid is firm, a solid is hard. Just like the rocks in your backyard. A liquid is wobbly, a liquid is loose. Just like water or milk or juice. A gas is the trickiest one to me because a gas is something that you cannot see. The helium gas in your balloon makes it float all around the room. Come on! Solid, liquid, and gas. Three states of matter, they all have mass. Solid, liquid, and gas, they all have mass. One more time, you guys, come on. Solid, liquid, and gas. The three states of matter, they all have mass. Solid, liquid, and gas, they all have mass. All right.
Teacher forget to open my.
Hello? Hello, teacher.
Teacher forgot to unmute.
Hey, teacher.
Teacher forget to unmute.
Teacher forget to unmute.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I see. So, I need to go back to number 1. Sorry. You can open your mic along with me and then you can read it. Okay. Number 1 is property.
Property.
Number 2, compact.
Compact.
Number 3, molecules.
Molecule.
Number 4, pressure.
Pressure.
Number 5, particles.
Particle.
Number 6, rigid.
Rigid.
Number 7, definite.
Definite.
And number 8, the last number, melt.
Melt.
Okay, so good. We're done. Now let's study them one by one. The first word here is property. So property is an attribute, quality, or characteristic of something. For example, based on this picture, what is this? Is this water or not? Maybe oil, right? So this oil has a different property than water. You understand? They are, flowing like water, but this oil is have this very, very special property that the water doesn't have. Okay, so all materials have different properties, like wood, metal, plastic, water. They have different properties. Okay, now let's proceed to number 2. Number 2 is compact. Okay, compact means closely and neatly packed together, or meaning dense, like this marble. Okay, it's very small, but it is closely and neatly packed together. Okay, so that is the compact. Molecules. Okay, so here we can see the molecule of water, right? So we can see one oxygen attached to two hydrogen. Okay, so molecules are a group of atoms bonded together, okay, representing the smallest fundamental unit of a chemical compound that can take part in a chemical reaction. Okay, so these are the molecules of water. Okay, it is consist of one oxygen and two hydrogen. Next word is pressure. Okay, what is pressure? Pressure is a continuous physical force, okay, exerted on or against an object by something in contact with it. So like this baseball, it is pressured in both sides. So you see what will happen. What about solids? What if we put there, instead of baseball, we put wood? What do you think will happen?
Right.
Okay, what about water? If we put water there, what will happen? Can we pressure the water?
No.
No.
What about air?
No.
Okay, but if you put an empty syringe, a syringe, right? The one we use when in the vaccine and all of that. The container of that, if you're going to empty that and then you're going to cover the hole, there it means that there is an air inside, and then you're going to try to press it. You cannot press it, okay? Because we cannot pressure the what is this? Air. All right? Or maybe you can pressure it a little bit, just a little bit. All right, let's proceed. The next word is particles. Okay, so have you heard of the PM 2.5 in Bangkok or here in Thailand? PM 2.5. A particles is a minute portion of matter. For example, in this picture, it is particles in the air. Okay, so like a PM 2.5, those are very tiny, very small particles in the air. So they fly around, like in our case here in Thailand, there are this PM 2.5. Okay, so the PM 2.5, the 2.5, it means the measure of how of the particles, how big it is. Okay, and oftentimes if it is mixed with the air, or our air is contaminated with these particles, then it is harmful or bad to our health. Okay, so particles. Next one is rigid. Okay, rigid means strong. In simple words, it means it is strong. This tent that is flowing is not rigid. This is not rigid. Okay, because the meaning of rigid is unable to bend or be forced out of shape, not flexible. Okay, for example, the frame of the tent is not rigid. Okay, so we need to make the frame, or we need to have a very rigid frame for our tent. Okay, so that is rigid. Next one is definite. Okay, who is this cartoon character? Definite means clearly stated or decided, not vague or doubtful. Okay, for example, this is a definite line here. We can see this is the definite starting line before we start running. Okay, so if there is no definite line, then we cannot be, it is not fair if somebody will step on the line before the race will start. Okay, so that is very, very important for us to understand. Definite means very clear. Okay, it's there, visible, you can see it. Okay, the next one is melt. Okay, so the meaning of melt, I'm sure you are familiar with this. Ice can melt, right? It is a verb which means to make or become liquefied by heat. Okay, so ice melt because of heat. If you apply heat on the ice cubes, then it will become water. It will be liquefied. Okay, and we are now on our quiz time. Okay, of course, I will be recording your scores. If you will get the correct answer, please turn on your microphone if you want to answer. If some of you, if you think that is very, very noisy there in your background, wherever you are, you can message me through the chat, and I will read here if your answer is correct. And if your answer is correct, then I will give you points. Okay, let's begin. Quiz time. Question number 1. Oh, here. Fill in the blanks. I'm sure you know how to do this one, right? And we have an example. We need to melt 2 ounces of butter. Okay, so we need to melt. The answer there is melt 2 ounces of butter. Now, there are words here. These are the words in our vocabularies, and you're going to use them to complete the sentences below. Who wants to answer number 2? I want you to tell me what is your answer, and if your answer is correct, I will ask you to read the sentence. Then I will give you points. Okay, let's have Nataya go.
Definite.
Yes, the answer definite is correct. Can you read the sentence, please?
All the runners need a definite starting point so that no one has an unfair advantage.
Okay, good. I will record your score, Nataya. You're number 24, right? Okay, definite. What about next number? We need a blank support frame for our tent. Let's give chance to others. Pirapong, what is your answer? Pirapong, what is your answer? Rigid. Can you read it with your answer, with your correct answer? We need a rigid support frame for our tent. Thank you, Pirapong. Pirapong is number 2, so I will record here. All right. Next question, number 4. The blank of water is totally different from a helium gas. Let's ask Chuntida. What is your answer, Chuntida? Please mute yourself, Chuntida. Go.
Pressure.
Pressure. The pressure is unfortunately wrong, Chuntida. Okay, let's ask the next person here raising their hand. Natawat. What is your answer?
Molecules.
Molecules. The molecules of water is totally different from a helium gas. It can be, but that is not the best answer. Let's ask Faraday. Faraday, what is your answer?
Poetry.
Yes, very good. Can you read your answer? Can you read the sentence with the correct answer?
The property of water is totally different from the helium gas.
Perfect. Now let's proceed to number 5. May I request some of you to please lower your hand so that we can give chance to other students, those who haven't answered yet. Let's ask anybody who wants to answer. Kanakit, do you want to answer? Let's ask Napichaya here, raising her hand. Napichaya, go. What is your answer for number 5?
Definite.
Wrong. Definite is wrong. Anybody? Can you try again? Tanaporn? Tanaporn was your compact. Very good. Can you read the answer? Can you read the sentence with the correct answer?
The notebook computer is small and compact and weighs only 1.6 kilograms.
Perfect. Okay, thank you. Tanaporn is number 32. 32. Good. Now let's go to number 6. Who wants to answer number 6? We can use blank to control the bleeding. Maybe you watch a movie before and then somebody got shot here or somewhere here in the belly, and then they put something there. They put a cloth or something so that the bleeding will stop or the bleeding will be controlled. So what is that? We can use, what is that thing? What do we call that? So that it can stop the bleeding. We can use what? Natawat, go. What's your answer, Natawat?
Pressure.
Pressure, very good, correct. Can you read?
We can use pressure to control the breathing.
Very good, number 13. Thank you. Let's proceed to question number 7. Okay, question number 7. Tiny blank in the air can damage our lungs. Who wants to answer? Anybody besides, let's give it to Kanyapak. Kanyapak, what is your answer?
Particles.
Can you read the sentence with the correct answer?
Tiny particles in the air can damage our lungs.
Okay, very good. Kanyapak is number 28. Okay, let's proceed to the last item here, last number. Anybody who wants to answer? Please turn on your camera, please. Yeah. Anybody who wants to answer? Okay. Chuntida, go.
Molecules.
Okay, can you read?
The molecule of the gas oxygen got 2 atoms.
The molecules of oxygen gas contain just 2 atoms. Okay, very good. Number 19. All right. Thank you, everybody. Good job, good job. Okay. Good job. So here, good job, everybody. Now we'll proceed to our main lesson for this afternoon, states of matter. What is matter? I want you to get your notebook and I will let you copy some of the items here, okay? I want you to copy this. I want you to copy the definition of matter, okay? So matter is here. Matter is everything around you, okay? And I want you to copy this as well. Matter Okay, get your notebook, all right, and then copy these sentences that I am underlining right now so that it will be easier for you to study at home. Okay, can you read it or can you see the underlined texts or sentences? Matter is everything around you, around us. Atoms and compounds are all made of a very small parts of matter. Those atoms go on and go on to build the things you see and touch every day. Okay, matter is defined as anything that has mass and takes up space. So that is the definition of what matter is. Okay, so here in the picture, the earth is one large mixture of gases, liquids, and solids. So here, solids like mountain and rocks. We also have oceans, seas, and the bodies of water, and we have the atmosphere. Okay, so those are matter. These are non-living things, but including living things, they are matter as well, like animals, human, and plants. We are all matter. Okay, so if you're done, I'm going to clear this thing here. Okay, so let's proceed to the next one. Please remember the definition of matter. Okay, so what is mass? Because the definition of matter is anything that has mass and takes up space. So what is mass then? Mass is the amount of matter in an object. Okay, so it is like how many matter inside an object or within an object. You might have a small object with a lot of mass, such as a statue. Okay, so this one, a statue, has a lot of mass, right? But you might also have a very big balloon with a very little mass on it or in it. Okay, filled with helium gas. You should also know that there is a difference between mass and weight. Mass is a measure of the matter in an object, while a weight is the measure of gravity's pull on an object. Okay, so the mass and the weight are not the same. The mass is the measure of the matter in an object like the statue. It has a lot of matter in it. Okay, but the balloon is very big, but it has a very little mass inside. All right, so I hope you understand clearly what is mass. So anything that has mass is a matter. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. Volume. Volume is the amount of space something occupies. So there are words that we use in English to describe a volume of something. Big, little, long, short. Okay, these are the words that we use to describe volumes. Okay, so big, little, long, short. Those are some of the words that we can use to describe a volume. For example, a marble, the one that you can see here, this is a marble, takes up a very small volume, right? The volume of marble is very small, very tiny, but a star occupies a large volume. Okay, different states of matter will fill volumes in different ways. Now let's proceed here. There are three common states of matter. Okay, so I want you to, if you want to copy this one or if you want to screenshot so that it will be easy for you to study, feel free to do whatever you want. The first state of matter is solids. We can, we can see it around us, like a table, a chair, a pencil, a paper, a computer, a phone. Okay, these are just there are just a lot, tons of example of solids that we can see around us. Okay, and even at home. Okay, there are a lot of examples for solids. Here, solids are relatively rigid, so it cannot, it's very difficult to bend. It has a definite volume and shape. For example, my phone. Okay, my phone will not change the shape. Okay, it will not change its shape. It is still a phone. If I will sleep tonight and I will wake up tomorrow, it is still the same shape, and the volume is definite as well. Okay, the shape and the volume of this thing is definite. It means it will not change. Okay, in a solid, you can see here on this solid state, here the molecules and atoms are attached to each other firmly like this. Okay, they only vibrate. They vibrate in place but don't move around. Okay, so that is the solid state of matter. Now the second one, or the second state, is liquid. Okay, liquids, definite volume but able to change shape by flowing. Okay, so what is the meaning of definite volume? When you go 7-Eleven, you say, I will buy 1 liter of water or 1 liter of juice, apple juice. So those are definite, 1 liter, okay, or 1 gallon. So those are the definite volume, because liquids have a definite volume. But the shape of liquids, they just, what is this? It depends on their container. For example, I will put the water inside a heart-shaped container, so the water will become heart-shaped as well. If I will put the water in a square-shaped container, then the water will be square-shaped as well. So it will take its shape from its container. Now, in a liquid, the atoms and molecules are loosely bonded. So if these are like loosely bonded, they can move around. Okay, they can move around, but still they are close to each other. They are close together. So that is the liquid. Now let's proceed for gas. Gases have no definite volume or shape. What is the shape of gas? None. Gases have these atoms and molecules move freely and spread apart for one another. So these are this is the definition of gas or gases. No shape, no volume. Okay. Now, but it has a weight, no? Even gas has a weight. All right. Do you have any question before we're going to proceed? I think none, because this one is very simple, right? Now let's go, or let's proceed to the next part of our study. There are only three states of matter, right? But scientists nowadays coined this another state of matter. This is number 4. We called it plasma. Okay, plasma is sometimes referred to as the 4th state of matter. Okay, so we have solid, liquid, gas, and plasma. While this is similar to a gas, it is almost the same with a gas. The electrons are free in a cloud rather than attached to individual atoms. This means that a plasma has a very different properties from those of an ordinary gas. Okay, plasmas occur naturally in flames, lightning, and auroras. Like example here, we have lightning. Okay, example of a plasma state is the fluorescent light, the light from the fluorescent nuclear fireball, lightning, solar wind, and aurora. Okay, those are examples of states of or plasma state. Okay, let's continue. Each of these states is also known as phase. Okay, so you can say phase, solid phase, liquid phase, plasma phase. Okay, or you can say solid state or state of solid, something like that. Now let's proceed to this thing. I want to highlight this. Physical change. Molecules can move from one physical state to another and not change their atomic structure. Okay, so that is a physical change. Like for example, look at this. The water here will become an ice cube. Okay, the water became an ice cube, but it is still water. Okay, it is still water. The atomic structure is the same. Okay, they has the same chemical properties as the liquid oxygen, which is H2O. Okay, so here it has the same molecular structure, whether it is a gas, a liquid, or solid. Then if the structure of molecule doesn't change, it is a physical change. But when there is a change in their if there is a change in the molecular structure, then it means it is a chemical change. For example, this is H2O, right? The water is H2O, like liquid water, and here the ice, it is the same H2O, but here we have 2 oxygen and 2 hydrogen. Okay, 2 oxygen and 2 hydrogen. Is it still water? The answer is no. The molecules would not be water anymore. Okay, this is now a hydrogen peroxide with a symbol or the chemical equation H2O2. Okay, so hydrogen peroxide. It is no longer a water. Okay, now I will give you another example for you to understand better. Can you see what this is? Can you see what this is? This is a paper, right? Right? Now, if I will crumple this paper like this, if I will crumple this paper, what is this now? Is this a physical change or chemical change?
Physical change.
Physical or chemical?
Physical.
Call.
Physical change. Now, I will start to cut this paper, or I will do like this. Okay. There. So it has there. Is this physical or chemical change now?
Physical.
What?
Physical.
Still physical, Chuntida, right? It is still physical change. Now, if I will put fire, of course I cannot make fire with all this paper right now. But imagine if I will put fire here. What will happen to the paper?
Burn.
It will burn. And the paper will become ash, right? So when the paper becomes ash, it changed the molecular structure. You understand? And it is no longer a paper, but it is already an ash. Now, ash is not a paper. So that is a physical or no, chemical change. Understood? Good. Sorry. Okay. Physical changes are related to change in the immediate environment, such as temperature, pressure, and other physical forces. Chemical changes occur when the bonds between atoms in a compound are created or destroyed. Okay, so generally the basic chemical structure does not change when there is a physical change. That one is a very simple explanation. The chemical structure will not change. if it is physical change. But if it is chemical, then it will change like a paper to ash. Okay. Next one here. These are the changes of states. Now I want you to screenshot this one if you know how to do the screenshot so that you can study at home. Okay. These are the changes or the processes involved in the changes of states of matter. We have here solid, liquid, and gas. Okay, so here when the solid becomes liquid, what is that process called?
Freezing.
Melting. What if the liquid becomes solid? We call it
Freezing.
freezing. Now, when the liquid becomes gas, it is
Boiling.
Or another word for boiling is? What is another word for boiling?
Evaporation.
Evaporation. Very good. Now, for example, like today, it's very hot. So the water from the river, swamp, and all of that will evaporate, right? So that is, we can consider boiling. Now, when it started to rain, that is the process of condensation. Okay, and I'm sure you are familiar with that, right? Gas to liquid condensation. But I want you to focus here in the gas to solid. Okay, gas to solid means deposition, and solid to gas is sublimation. I'm sure you're familiar with melting, freezing, condensation, and boiling, right? You're familiar with those words. So here, let's read. When temperature or pressure change of a system occurs, phase changes occur. When the temperature or pressure increases, the interaction between the molecules increases as well. Now, similarly, when the temperature decreases, it is easier for molecules and atoms to settle into a more rigid structure like ice. Okay, so there are 6 processes here that we're going to study: melting, freezing, evaporation, condensation. These 4, I'm sure you are very, very familiar with this, right? Jirayu, you are, you know all of this, right? Now, what we are going to do this afternoon is to focus on sublimation and deposition. Okay, what is sublimation again? Who can tell me what is sublimation? What is sublimation again? What is sublimation?
Solid to gas.
Solid to gas. What about deposition? Gas to solid. Very good. Perfect. Now let's watch this video and let's see what will happen, or what is this deposition and sublimation.
This is elemental iodine. It's a dark, black bluish solid at room temperature. Iodine is the heaviest of the stable halogens. When we heat up the iodine, it's going to turn directly from a solid into a gas. The iodine vapor has a beautiful purplish color. This process is called sublimation, turning directly from a solid to a gas. Now we place a cold flask over top of the vapor. The warm vapor will cool off on the cold glass, and the gas will turn directly into a solid. This process is called deposition. In this case, we're seeing the deposition of iodine onto the cold glass surface, where we would say that iodine is depositing onto the cold glass. We can't do this experiment in our science classroom because the iodine gas would be harmful to us. depositing onto.
So I will stop right there. Now, what did you see? What happened? What is that the material that they put there in a beaker? They put iodine, right? Now this iodine, if you put fire, it becomes, because the iodine, they are very small, right? Solid. Now it becomes directly gas, right? And now when the gas, the iodine gas will become, cooler, then it goes back into solid again, and the process is called deposition. Okay, so sublimation and deposition happens as well. Okay, so that is the best video for us to explain what is sublimation and deposition. Do you have any question? Do you have any question for sublimation and deposition? Okay, so here it's not 5. It's not 5. It should be 6. Okay, I will edit this one. Sorry for that. 6. All right. I'm sorry for that. I will share again. Yeah. Okay. So there are 6 changes of state. Melting. What is melting again? Melting means solid to liquid, right? Melting, solid to liquid. Freezing means the change of a substance from liquid to solid phase. Okay, and evaporation is liquid phase to the gaseous phase. Condensation is a process by which the gaseous phase of a substance becomes liquid. Okay, sublimation is solid to gas, and deposition means gas to solid. I want you to screenshot this one. If you want to screenshot, take a picture or screenshot so that you can copy on your notebook later on, because we don't have time for you to copy this one. Okay, so you can do a screenshot. Panatat, you know how to do a screenshot. If you're using a phone, it depends on your phone how you're going to do the screenshot. If you're using a laptop, you can click there, print screen, and then paste it on the Microsoft Paint. All right, so these are the 6 changes of state, or the processes involved in changing the state of matter. Okay, why do we need to study this? You may ask, teacher, why do we need to study this? It is not found in our book. Okay, we need to study this because the next topic next week will be all about solute, solvent, and a solution. Insoluble. Okay, so about solid, liquid, and gas, but in a deeper sense, how are we going to separate them? Separate a mixture and a solution. So that is why we review about the state of matter. Okay, so we are going to study this one next time. All right, so let's proceed to our practice time today. Practice time. I will be giving you time to answer some of the questions. If you want to answer, please unmute yourself and answer. Here, this is very, very simple. Where do we put? We're going to categorize these items here, and then we're going to put here in the solid, liquid, or gas. All right, so it's very, very simple. So I want you to wait, because there is something wrong here. Okay, good, perfect. Okay, so wait, who wants to answer here? Who wants to answer for solid? Can you tell me how many items here we can put in the solid? Let's ask Jinipa. Jinipa, yes, Jinipa. What are solids here? What are solids? Can you tell me what are the items here that we can put in the solid?
Carrot.
Okay, carrot, number one. What's next? Solid. Carrot, what else? Only carrot, Jinipa?
Pepper.
Paper. What else? Jinipa? Finish everything for solid. Carrot is correct. Paper is correct. Soda can. Soda can is correct. Oh my God, what happened to number 12? Okay. Carrot, paper, soda can. Any more? Any more? I think there are 4. Chinipa, I think there are 4. Carrot, soda can, cotton. Very good. Very good. You got all the correct answer. Carrot, cotton, soda can, and paper. Now let's go to liquid. Supakrit. Supakrit. I will ask Supakrit. So because Supakrit is my friend, can you tell me the liquids here? Supakrit, turn on your mic and please answer. Liquid, okay?
Soda,
Soda, what else?
shampoo,
Shampoo,
syrup,
syrup, okay? Soda, oops, what happened here? Okay, soda, you're correct. Well, I don't know what happened to the PowerPoint. All the answers are being revealed. So I will just stop right there. What about for gas? Thank you, super great. Let's ask Panatat. Panatat, number 15 for the gas. Tell us what are the gases here.
Hot air.
Hot air.
Water vapor.
Water vapor. All right, let's see. Okay, hot air and water vapor. Thank you for those students who answered. And let's proceed here. Which one here is, what is this? Solid, liquid, or gas?
Solid.
Solid. Why you say it's solid? Because the molecules are very compact. Okay, they are like very compact. So this is solid. What about the next one here?
Liquid.
Liquid.
Liquid. And the last one?
Gas.
Gas. Okay, we have here the object or materials or a substance. What is this? Ice. What state is this?
Solid.
Ice. Solid.
Solid.
What about this?
Liquid.
Liquid. And
Gas.
the steam is gas. Okay, here. You are going to answer heated or cooled. Okay? So, because temperature is a very important part in the changing states of matter. So here, let's read. Ice changes to water when it is heated or cooled? Heated. Very good. Next one. Water changes to water vapor when it is
Heated.
heated. Correct. Next one. Water vapor changes to water when it is
Cooled.
cooled. Okay. And the last one. Water changes to ice when it is
Cool.
Cooled.
Cool.
okay, cool. Perfect. Okay. Now let's answer here. True or false? Wow, very simple. Now I will call names. Tell me if you can answer the true or false. Nataya, what's your answer for number 1? There are 4 states of matter. True or false?
False.
Why false, Nataya? Why false? Because there are 3, right?
Yes.
Okay. They are 3. And but scientists today, they said that you can include plasma. So if you're going to include plasma, solid, liquid, gas, and plasma, that's 4. And I think in the latest discovery, they try to add another one: solid, liquid, gas, plasma, and there's another one like PA, condensate. So that's number 5. Okay, but here let's stick to false. Let's stick to solid, liquid, gas. Okay, now let's go to number 2. Chuntida, can you read and tell me if it's true or false?
The two states of matter you can see are liquid and solid. True.
Let's see. Correct. Because the gas we cannot see, right? Tarapor, number 32. Can you read number 3 and tell me if it's true or false?
All matter has mass and takes up space.
What's your answer?
True.
True. Correct. Let's proceed to number 4. Pirapong.
Only non-living things are matter.
True or false?
False.
False, because living things are matter as well. Number 5. Let's ask Napichaya. Can you read number 5, Napichaya, and tell me if it's true or false?
Water can be a solid, a liquid, and a gas. False.
False. Your answer is false. Are you sure? Water can be solid, liquid, and gas. True or false? Napichaya? The answer here is true. Water can be solid like ice, or water can be a liquid water, or it can be a gas like a steam. Okay, thank you, Napichaya. Let's proceed to number 6. Who wants to answer number 6? Jirayu, number 33. Can you read number 6, please? Jirayu, I can't hear you. Turn on your mic. Okay, go.
Solid can change their shape depending on the container that they are in.
True or false?
False.
Very good. Okay, false. Because it has a definite size and shape. Okay, number 7. I want Parami, number 16, to answer number 7. I want you to read number 7 and tell me if it's true or false.
Liquid can change their shape depending on the container that they are in. True.
Perfect. Very good. That's true. Last item, I want Natchanan, number 8, to answer. Can you read number 8? Natchanan, can you read and tell me if it's true or false? Okay. She's gone. Let's go to number 29. Dishorn, can you read number 8? Number 29.
You can see most gas.
Okay. So what's your answer?
True.
True. Very good. True. Wait, somebody messaged here. Okay. Okay. So number 8, Nachanan said true. Okay. Thank you. So that's all for our lesson for this afternoon. And good job, everybody. As what I have said, you're not going to do anything for your in your group for this session, but on what's this? On the next week, I'm sure you will do a lot of things, okay? And I'm preparing as well an experiment for us, a virtual experiment for us. Okay, thanks. That's all for today's online learning. Thank you for listening. And before you go out, let's have a review. So here are the vocabulary words that we studied today. Property, compact, molecules, pressure, particles, rigid, definite, melt. So those are the 8 words that we studied today. And we study as well the 3 states of matter: solid, liquid, gas, and physical change and chemical change. And we also study about plasma and the processes involved in the changing of the states of matter. Okay, so I hope you learned something for today. And if you want to watch the video about sublimation, here, there's the link. And this is for the song, the 3 states of matter song. If you want to watch it in YouTube. And safety reminder, again and again, we are not free of COVID. The COVID is still lurking outside, so please remember these few items to stay at home. If you really need to go outside, you need to practice social distancing, wear a mask, do not touch your eyes, mouth, and nose, sanitize your hands, and wash your hands regularly. So that's all for our lesson for today, and I will stop recording now.